caimans.
Caimans are not the same thing as saltwater crocodiles.
How? They look exactly the same.
No,
a caiman is
caimans
a
are
caiman.
South American crocodile.
Originally.
But they're also
Allegedly.
much
Their penises are different, right?
They're
It
much
has the
smaller.
most. It
I don't know
also
reptile
has the
penises.
most narrow snout with the most protruded teeth.
They also used to sell them as pets in this state for a long time until people went, oh my God, I own an alligator. And they let it go in the local lakes and rivers. And now you're not supposed to sell those around here anymore. You know how I know that?
Wait,
I had
caimans?
one as a kid. I had a caiman. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a kid in my neighborhood with an alligator. I don't know what it was.
Are they invasive though?
It's little.
Yeah, because they can survive here. But they're not supposed to because they're not supposed to be here.
They're like a brackish or saltwater lizard.
No.
Freshwater.
I lived around Lake Murray and I was gifted. I think my mom bought him. We went to go rent a movie at the local movie VHS place, and they happened to also sell strange animals like Pac-Man frogs and snakes, and they had a caiman. And I was like, I want that. And I got it.
Spoiled.
And I had him for years. His death was unfortunate.
What was his name?
Rocky. Yeah.
Where'd you keep him?
I was fucking done. I had an aquarium for him. And
Terrarium.
I would let him put him in the bathtub when I needed to clean it. And that was always fun to not tell people about. But he got to be about, he wasn't huge or anything. He got to be the width of my Zoom call, whatever. He got to be about that big.
And the 3 feet?
No. Like a foot. He wasn't big. The thing I like about those types of animals is that I know and it knows we're not friends. We had an understanding that don't bite me, I give you food, and that's as far as it went. Like these people that walk around with fucking snakes and shit, and they're like, "We're friends." No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're emergency food rations.
One day, if that snake feels like it, will fuck you up. But unfortunately, we were in the middle of the move, and wintertime took him to a friend's house to stay the weekend. Well, the friend was going to be out of town. This is an animal you only have to feed like twice a week, so it's going to be there all weekend while we move. Their power went out from a storm like that day. Go to get him on Sunday. He's ice cold, not moving, and never recuperated.
Did you eat him?
Yeah. No, I did not. I replaced him with a hognose snake that I kept for a while. Then I found out the hognose snake came home and it was dead. And took it to the backyard, laid it on the ground, and then went to go get a shovel and came back and it had gone away. That's when I learned that hognose snakes play dead very well.
That's awesome.
Gotcha.
No,
Gotcha.
a hognose snake is very good at playing dead.
That's
I've got a reptile story recently.
Okay.
Sunday on the street that I live on, a 10-foot alligator was just walking through an elementary school.
I saw the article you posted.
Inside?
Just in the yard of an elementary school. But it was just a 10-foot gator in my neighborhood. I was I'm glad I stay indoors.
Yeah.
Here in Charleston.
Like a pot or something.
Here in Charleston, there was a 6-foot gator at a car dealership on Ashley Phosphate.
Jeez.
They put a
Go
tie on
buy
it.
yourself a new car. Well, a new used car and get bit by a gator.
I can't remember which comedian it was. It might just be one of those random TikTok comedians, but he talked about how people need to stop giving golfers shit because he gives us the only sport where I'll see them play around gators. Like, he's like, you fucking throw a swamp in the middle of that football field. Let's get some real action going, like.
It's true. You have to play where the ball lies.
Well, there's
or
a
take
really good
penalty stroke.
video of these two golfers filming these two like giant fucking alligators just going to town on each other. Not sexually fighting.
Oh, okay.
Why not both?
It could be. I don't know how gators fuck. Franks.
I'm not a reptile guy. I
Oh
don't
well.
Oh,
birds. Birds and octopuses. That's all I
I
know.
don't think I've ever seen a alligator penis.
I'm about to. Hold
I-
on.
Well,
I will never forget at my brother's bachelor. Well, the day my brother got married, we went and played a round of golf. And his best friend hooked a ball around a waterfall. And when we drove the golf carts around, there was a dead gator belly up under the waterfall. And he's like, I killed a gator with that shot. And you couldn't contest it. No one was there. He very well could have.
A little bit of an update. Alligator penises are very weird.
Well, I mean, human penises are also very weird. So
No, what?
Not like this.
It's crazy.
it's a different kind of weird.
This is the reason I was.
It's
it
like
wasn't
candy.
me. It wasn't me.
Hey. All right, let's drop it right there. Let's get back to the game.
No, screen share. Just
I
screen
feel like I
No,
need a power.
no.
Oh God!
No.
Luke.
No,
Oh, I can't.
don't give him that power.
Last
He's so
second to look
excited.
away.
He's so happy.
Absolute power
Here it
corrupts.
comes.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Really weird. All right.
No, that's fine.
What?
What?
Wow.
I was just getting interested.
It disappeared rather quickly. I'm not
It's like
upset.
mine when I get scared.
Like I said, some alien shit right there.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, we're in the middle of something.
Their penis
That's
must be doing
weird.
something right. The oldest unevolved creature on the planet is the alligator, right? Crocodiles. They haven't had to
Yeah.
evolve. That penis
Sharks.
must be great.
Sharks are older than trees.
Well,
All right, hold on.
no.
I'm
not looking at trilobite dick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure gators have not evolved.
Pathfinder.
I thought a shark dick was coming. Okay.
Nightmare. All right.
All right, we were looting the body of the fairy that was a recurring villain for us.
The Rebisu.
I believe I said that.
So he sets off the trap in the pocket of the Rabisu.
Just making shit up just to be petty.
It's impossible to be alone in this group, isn't it?
Guess what?
I thought we were playing Munchkin for a
Yeah.
second there.
Guess what the Rabisus have for treasure, Kevin?
I kick open the
all.
door.
Nothing.
It's rat poison.
Mm.
Oh,
Its
Fuck
treasure was
this.
its charming personality and its shark-like penis.
Oh God, so sticky.
oh,
That's all the salt.
it smells way different than I thought.
Ugh.
All right, everybody do a nature check to see if anybody knows what we're talking about. Otherwise, your character has to just kind of go with it.
Remember, Matt, you can't re-roll this.
I know. I'm rolling it. Here it goes. Oh, rolled a 4.
Yeah, well,
That's 23, which as the DC was 22, so I passed.
yeah, well, who needs me here if you're just gonna make this shit up as you go?
That was my contest proposal. So there.
So down the stairs is back the way we came.
Up the stairs would be back the way you came, yes. But there's this little walkway, little to the east, and you can see that there's that broken down section of the wall. Is the as far as
Yeah,
you know,
Dorian.
the last place you haven't explored.
Hey, Dorian, go check that out.
Oh, may I?
Let's do it.
I'll do it. I go and check it out with perception checks and all that nonsense.
And all that jazz.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I got a
dun.
nat 20 on the skill roll. That's pretty good. Kind of a waste, but
Hey, we know it's not trap.
So 40 for traps, 39 for anything else.
If it's not trapped, or is trapped, you couldn't have done more.
I'm so glad you took over DMing, Kevin.
I'm
Hey, that was my job.
Just nonstop color commentary. Just fucking nonstop.
It's just commentary. If it was colorful, we wouldn't say anything. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the commentary for Conan the Barbarian.
Here's where he spit on me and I punched him.
He's just describing out loud what you can look and see is happening.
He was me touching a sexy lady.
Oh, she was so sexual.
I'm eating some chicken here.
All right.
Oh, look at my muscles.
This room, or this section of rooms here, seems a lot less refined than the temple proper that you guys have been a part of so far. Lots of dust, crumbling sand walls, unfinished. Looks like used to be maybe benches or some kind of like stands here. Dory, with that really high, that nat 20, you also get a faint aroma of like sewage. Like you get a whiff of shit.
I think we're
Whip of Shit is a great band name.
And on top of the smell of shit, kind of I'm not really sure how to describe, kind of like an unwell lived in area, like something alive in here at maybe. That kind of, when you walk into a cave that's got a bear at the back end of it, it's got a different aroma than a cave that's empty.
Beast musk.
all right. I'll throw a balaclava on and have a good look around to make sure nothing is alive and ready to ambush us. With my weapon out, with my weapon drawn and readied.
I used to always get balaclava and baklava mixed up.
Well,
They're very
you're
good.
eating your balaclava. You're going to be in for a rough 24 hours later.
You're sure you can safely make it up to this next part before you feel the need to search again?
All right, I will do that. This is one worse. Roll the 19.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
38 and 39. Wasting all my good rolls.
Give me the total.
39 for traps, 38 for everything else.
Wow. You said 39?
For traps, 38 for everything else.
Oh, okay. The room ahead is not trapped.
Okay, groovy. Anything in the everything else department?
Seems clear.
Seems clear, he says, bringing a light source in and having a look around.
Do I detect anything with my trimmer sense?
What's the range on it? 60
I believe
feet?
it's 60 feet.
When you come into the room, Noob, you pick up on something that Amon picks up on something that Dorian just barely missed. There's a light tremor coming from straight to the north. It's almost imperceptible even to you with your tremor sense. But there's definitely a life form past that little broken away part of the wall to the north. And when you look towards that, you can see what looks to be like kind of a tunneled area that is caved in a bit. And yeah, you don't hear or see anything. The rest of y'all don't. But among you pick up that there's something making a bit of a steady rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat feel into the ground there.
Could I move to here stealthily without like going across the doorway here?
Sure.
Little-
Give me
little
that stealth.
It's actually not bad for me being a dude in either heavy or medium size armor. That's 11.
Totally. Clank, 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 ching, clank, clank. I'm doing pretty good with this stealth check, guys. Clank, clank, ching, clank.
Well, if I like kind of peek around that corner with my true sight, can I see 20 feet in? Or my true, not true vision, what's it called? That blindfold I got.
Blindside.
Blind
Sight, that's it. If I peek around the corner, or the trembling get bigger, I can identify something a little better.
Well, as you're making your way up there, very stealthily,
You're grabbed by a graboid.
everybody roll a perception.
It better not be a goddamn graboid.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ooh, that's a decent roll.
I got a 30.
32.
31.
Fuck you.
18.
24.
34.
Who was higher than 34?
Nobody.
Nobody. Okay. So nobody
was it.
just acted the surprise round except for Noob because of his blind sight. Noob, roll initiative.
Hells yeah. Hells no. 9.
Ooh. Oh, what's my initiative? Little star there next to it. Aha! I beat you because
Mine's a +5.
no, I got higher than I rolled garbage, but I got higher than a 9 because of the situational bonus.
Ooh.
Not by much.
Are you
Hey.
Benny?
No.
Alright.
It's too late. I'm already excited. This will take this from me. Coming around the corner is
I had $1 every time I said that.
you'd have $4. Diving out of the shadows is a half orc. Covered in dust. He seems slightly unhealthy, like just thin. Kind of, he's got a starved look to his face. He's wielding.
Does he detect as undead?
We'll find out on your turn. He's wielding a scimitar and a light shield. He's chain shirt, and much like the creatures, the desert Morogs that you fought earlier, Morgs. He too looks like he has like digging gear on him, but you can tell right away that he is not. You can't tell right away that he's not undead, but he seems to be alive as he screams and swings his scimitar at Amun. Or is he? No, that's not what he's built to do. He might try and shield bash him. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be cool. Shield fight.
I think that's what he's good at. Yeah, that is what he's good at. Yeah, let's fucking shield bash.
So am I caught unaware, or am I?
Yeah, you're flat-footed. You're not unaware, but you're flat-footed. He got the jump on you. Like you get to act with him in this round. Then we'll roll initiative for everybody else. That's probably not though. 32 flat-footed.
Barely. I have 29 flat-footed.
Oh no shit. Okay, so
Touch is what hurts me.
max damage of 10.
God, please don't be math, Toker. Just don't do that.
He's got a lot of feats for this. I just have to go through the feats real quick.
Feats, you say?
Yes, he's got feats.
How many feet?
A lot of feats.
You know, that's a lot of toes.
Yeah, so many.
Sorry.
And he pushes you back 10 feet.
That was the dumbest thing you could have done.
He doesn't know that. But you took 10 damage. He slams you with his shield. You take
Ow.
10 damage. You slide back. You can now react.
Well, I think the only thing to do, I get a move or a standard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whip it.
Okay.
Do.
Hell yeah, that is a 15 plus. That's a 15 plus 18 for a 33 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then he takes. Hey, 13. Yeah, 13 points of damage.
Okay. 13. And initiatives.
Oh. 13.
17.
Cool. Dr. Pox?
8.
Dorian?
17.
Nim?
7.
Ladros?
15.
Sure, Dorian has a higher 17 than Sonder.
Well,
Yeah, I remember her +1 from last week.
Yeah.
Which has Dorian going first.
what? With a 17? All right.
Yeah. 17s were tied for the highest.
Okay. I guess I'll move up and attack in the square to its to the one to the right of it.
Here.
Move, attack. Let's feel this guy out here. 12 plus 15, 27 hit.
27 hits.
Cool. 14 damage. Cold iron, magical. If it matters.
No. Sonder.
Uh. Decisions.
Hit him with your
Decisions.
scimitar.
Sonder
Yeah.
charges. She Xena cries.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, bigger fan of Gabriella with her bow staff. Deep cut
No.
Xena reference.
All right, Saunder's going to. I'm flying again. Swift
All right.
action. Fly me up. I'm gonna get in this square, the square here, but 10 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And I'm gonna activate my heat aura. And he's gonna get a reflex save, I believe.
$29.
All right, so half of one more. Half of 18, so 9 fire damage.
Give me a perception check.
want to say 19. Yeah, 19.
He seems to have shielded himself from your fire attack and takes no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like I'm out.
Now, whether that's immunity to fire or the fact that he rolled a high reflex and has evasion, you're not sure. It doesn't seem like a natural resistance to fire. It looks like he used his shield as part of his reflex to negate the damage.
Right on.
But that's Sonder. Then we're down to 15, which is Vladros.
Vladros will stand toe-to-toe with him. You have chosen the wrong people to fight. Huzzah. 33 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 25 damage. My one attack. If you surrender now, perhaps you will not die.
It is his go. At your hit, he drops his scimitar. He keeps his shield in front of him. He takes a few weakened steps back and kind of crashes into this little cave or collapsed tunnel. "You're not the Rabisus," he says weakly. Amon, it is your go.
I would like to whip away the scimitar to myself.
Okay. You have to roll for that?
Yep. Basically, I just don't have to roll a 1. It's like an attack, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I grab the scimitar to myself.
After last week, we're going to say that's a 1. After that Munchkin game, yeah.
Also, you shit your pants.
And you should. Oh no, that has to be Kevin. Saving that for a fun fight. So yeah, you just whip the scimitar over to you.
Yeah. Take it.
Dr. Pox.
I want to move to there. And first off, does he detect his evil through my Death Watch eye?
That is not detect evil.
You mean
or
undead.
not evil, undead.
Oh, he does not detect his undead.
What type of knowledge? Like
Nature. But it's pretty obvious. He's a common species, so he's a half orc.
I will let everyone know he might have attacked us out of self-defense.
Yeah.
And
Can I see past him?
Hang on, what's that, Kevin?
Yeah, sorry, I thought you talked so
no,
slow.
I was
thought you were
saying,
done.
like,
He had long pauses between.
I'm trying to talk through a dry palate. But he appears to be peaceful and did not attack us knowing who we were, mistaking us for someone else. And that'll be my turn. I'm not going to attack. What the hell? What the hell?
Then Nim, yeah, you can see past him a little bit, especially with the light sources that are up there now, and it looks like a caved-in tunnel behind him.
Okay. And so Dr. Pox sent that message to all of us, or he told we all heard that, what he said?
I called it out, yes.
And just who do you think we are?
Did the half orc have any reaction to what he was saying?
I'm still in initiative. This will be the last of the round. Then after that, we can go.
Okay. Well, I mean, Can I do a sense motive on what I've observed so far?
Yeah.
That's good. So I rolled a 16 and I got a 18, so that's a 34.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely attacked Amon from stealth to start this off, but as soon as he got flanked, he dropped his scimitar. He seemed to take what Vladra said to heart. He seems to recognize who it is that he's fighting as opposed to the creature that y'all just killed, or creatures. There were 2 Rabisus when we started this. He dropped his sword and he basically fell to his ass on the ground back there. He's still got his shield up, like defensively against y'all, but he seems like a starved half orc.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stand down at this point. Yeah, I'll stand down.
Well, then we will we'll break initiative from there. Combat over.
All right.
Unless somebody else wants to continue to fight this helpless.
I attack.
All right. Mon, it's your turn.
Nah.
Not the king we wanted, but the king we got.
All right, Dorian.
We deserve.
What did this guy ask again?
You're not the Rabisus.
Oh, no. I mean, you could find out if only you spoke Rabisus. I say, do we look like Rabisus? Do we comport ourselves in such a way? Do we leap out of the shadows attacking people?
It's been my only means of survival.
Well,
My whole crew slaughtered and turned to undead.
Tragic, really.
Then skulking around here, scraping together food, and then hiding here from the creatures that lurk in this now I know God-forsaken temple.
Vladros is going to reach into his pack for trail rations that he doesn't use anymore and toss them in.
And then could I do a heal check?
Yeah. While you're doing that, he greedily grabs the trail rations and begins eating.
That's a 19 on a... Oh, sorry.
The smell of shit is now obvious. He's been holed up in here for a while.
So he's nose blind to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can come out of there and we can have an actual conversation. Vladros will say as he kind of eases back into shadows to hide his nature a little bit.
That was a 19 on a heal check.
Yeah, he seems slightly wounded after that brief spat or bout with you guys, but mostly he seems malnutritioned.
I'll give him a heal up.
Well, I've got more than enough potions already brewed.
All right, you give him a potion then.
He greedily takes whatever you guys hand him.
Yeah, I'll pass him off Cure Light.
Ahem.
Oh, I had lost track of the days. Oh, you found a way in. Did you tunnel in like we did?
No.
You dealt with the sun god on top of the temple?
He's really nice.
He is no god.
She.
I would say dealt with is a temporary measure.
Oh.
What is your name?
I am Zyle Kafet.
Gesundheit. This is...
It's nice to meet you, Gesundheit.
A new personality.
You guys have saved me from this slow, dreadful death. I'd almost given in and let the Rabisus take me.
These are my companions, Sonder, the elf, the rat, whose name eludes me, Amun, I know that's yours, and you with the sword. Right. Anyway.
Speaking
Good to
of
see your
swords,
travels together have brought such closeness and fellowship.
Sorry, I've taken a lot of head wounds since we come down here.
I've been saved by true, kind adventurers.
I'll hand the sword back now that, everybody's friendly.
I will land. Put away my wings.
And I will pull out my flask of brandy and drink it in front of him and put it away. All right, so
He
we
looks
should
at it
probably figure a way
thirstily.
I mean, we gave him food and water, right?
He still looks
Yeah,
at the
he's got-
brandy thirstily.
Yeah.
Mm.
Vlad handed him some trail rack.
And he
Yeah.
washed it down with potions of healing.
Yeah. Cherry flavored.
They're all cherry flavor, and it doesn't taste a bit like cherry.
No.
It's all NyQuil.
Mm-mm.
So what brought you to this temple of death?
Cool stuff.
We were seeking some relics that may aid us in another goal we have, an aim. Well, how about you?
Well, if that's the case, the place I come from, I came here to find relics as well. I have a potential buyer back at the pyramids.
Oh,
No, you don't.
You're
sort of-
not looting this place? Then this wasn't for monetary gain?
Some of it. We do have to get rid of some of the stuff we don't use.
we're here for items to aid us in a quest
To save the world.
to restore a local government official. Honestly, it's all really petty, but
Yes, we're
You know-
trying to destabilize the local government so that we can install our own puppet regime. You know,
I think we're here for an army was the main thing. Anyway.
it's not CIA.
It's
So-
very complicated.
Where are you from then?
I'm from here.
Here is a vast desert land with multiple
The-
communities.
The Black Chalice.
Sands, more specifically.
From that area.
Yeah.
Well, among you pick up what he said, the pyramids, that there are, in fact, ancient pyramids deeper into the desert that is not a coastal place.
Oh, he's talking about the big ones.
Yeah. But I know your knowledges aren't good, so you really don't know a whole lot about the pyramids.
I don't.
Well, Vladros and I, we come from the land of the ice and snow, with the midnight sun and the hot springs flow. Thank you.
That was the worst Zeppelin yell I'd ever heard.
I don't want to get too loud.
Ever. Like that, not even. It's a Zeppelin yell like that has karaoke people offing themselves in the middle of somebody's set. It's just like, I can't do this anymore.
I give up. It's just not working.
I just didn't have the confidence to really commit.
Now that he's kind of finishing off the trail rations and rubbing his hands on his shirt like a guy that just finished eating a whole bag of Cheetos, and he looks around and he goes, "So if you're from Sands, if I'm not mistaken, that's primarily a Selkat religious hovel.
Correct.
You're here to seek the treasures of Osiris and not sell them? I'm telling you, I could get us a really good deal.
We
The
have a few
risk was
that we-
definitely worth the reward now that I can be free."
I would absolutely not do that as I slide him my number.
Call me
That's
on
a
this
terrible-
ring anytime.
So you're saying you have one of these relics?
Me?
So he is a buyer for these relics.
Well, we hadn't gotten far in when the Rebusals assaulted us.
Right. Okay. Just making sure there wasn't anything we needed lying around still.
Needed.
Needed. We need these items. for a
some
purpose.
of these items. This, and I felt the ruby circlet, I don't think any of us actually need. We could get a good price for it, probably.
If you could help me cross the deserts back to Sands, I could introduce you to my buyer. Not to Sands, to the pyramids. I could introduce you to my buyer. I could get you a substantial increase in the percentage.
A sense motive.
Yeah.
Sense that motive, Mahogany. Sense it.
35.
He is definitely treasure hungry. He will definitely get a deal. Whether or not you guys are a part of that deal, he's a shiesty guy.
Untrustworthy. Got it.
He's an untrustworthy sort.
I would like to keep 5 feet away from
He
him at
will
all
double
times.
cross us if he gets the chance.
Like, you noticed, the reason you roll sense motive is you noticed when Dorian asked if he had any treasures laying around, he kind of avoided the answer by saying, we didn't get far into here before we were assaulted. He didn't outright answer yes or no to having the treasures. Or having any himself.
Detect magic.
Yeah, you start detecting magic right in front of him.
Yeah.
He gives you a look and goes, of course, my weapons and armor are magical. If you mean to rob me after you rescue me, I'd be happy to trade you for them for the cost of my life.
I already gave your stuff back.
His
Just
scimitar and his shield and his armor are magical, and he appears to have several magical items on himself. He's a well-equipped adventurer like yourselves. He has a magical cloak, and the belt is magical. He's got a magical ring.
But does he appear to have any of the Osiris artifacts that we were here for, like something?
You do not see it on his person.
Well,
Now, I don't get any hits from beyond him in the room either.
And that's, you'd have to do spellcraft checks on the actual items he's wearing to know what kind of.
Oh yeah, I'm just checking, see what he has.
oh, don't worry, my friend. I'm a murderer, not a robber. But we do need to get out of here, and our way in is honestly an option I'm not keen on taking. Which way did you tunnel in?
He kind of sheepishly looks behind him. It's with the team tunneling in, it took nearly a week. After we got in, it collapsed behind us. On my own, I have not been able to make much headway. Did you find the waters?
I don't know,
No,
did we?
I can make water. We don't really need to find any water.
No, the waters of Osiris.
What's that?
Have you been all the way through the temple? Have you cleared it out?
No.
I see your headbed. What other items did y'all get?
I got the boots and the hands and the thing that goes over my eyes.
Jeez, I got a lot of stuff. I got a sash.
Yeah, he points out some of the things. He goes, we had found those. I have assumed that you've taken care of my former teammates, and
Sorry about
rightfully,
that.
he holds his hands up. Rightfully so, taking your treasure from your deeds. But if you've fully explored down here, then I was hoping you had found the waters of Osiris.
What is that?
I
thing?
don't think we did get all the way through this.
I don't know, Tugger. Have we? No, I guess not. There's some rooms we missed.
Actually, that is the. Where's my ping thing at?
Ping.
Here, where that was part of the wall that was broken down that y'all got into,
We Kool-Aid manned our way through that.
and y'all saw this room. This out here is not another room. It's just where the lighting. I missed a part of the light wall.
Okay.
But as far as y'all know, unless there's another hidden room or boarded up thing or caked over, you think you've explored all of it.
Well, I tell him. I tell him that we think we've gotten everything, but we didn't see anything like waters of Osiris. Is this a potion? Is this a spring? What is it?
It should be a large, clear pool with the symbols of Osiris at the bottom. It is rumored that the use of this, and at this point, Amun, your hearing fades, and you don't hear what he says. There's like almost like a white noise.
I do that thing where cartoon characters like take their pinky and rub it in their ear just to kind of look confused.
Yeah, like you don't. His lips are clearly moving. Everybody else is reacting, but you're unable to hear what he's saying. The rest of y'all hear him describe that the pools are said to hold the power to return the god of Osiris to the lands and restore order.
Oh.
But that's all hearsay. However, the waters themselves have very powerful healing properties, which is the main reason we came here. The price on that back at the pyramids would be astronomical, and then further lucrative business propositions to lead those troops here to harvest it on a regular basis.
Can I put my headphones back on now?
Yeah, when he stops talking, your hearing comes back.
Huh. Well, do the rest of you want to take a second look?
What did he say?
He said the waters of Osiris.
Anytime they bring up the waters of Osiris, Amon, you can't quite understand what they're saying.
Yeah, I'll point that out.
That sounds like some god fuckery to me.
Yeah, she's not so happy about me even being here.
Well, don't worry. It's
Did
not.
you want to go wait outside?
Yeah, I'll go hang out outside. I'll just come back when you're done, right?
Should be fine.
Hey, go talk to the sun giant.
If she's still mad, if she's mad when you get up there, just bleed very loudly.
Have your sons come back yet?
Oh,
I'll go look for them.
weird. So weird.
How's that? Like, do you guys want to have a second look with this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could walk back through some of the parts.
Yeah, if you
we've
think it's important
cleared
that
out.
we find it.
I definitely want to take a walk back through and then make sure that he walks in front of Vladros. I think that would be the keep him, Dorian will keep him safe from traps, and Vladros will make sure he doesn't try anything stupid.
Ideally, we know where all the traps are already, but
Right.
Maybe we should
Ideally.
split up into teams to.
absolutely not.
No,
No.
that sounds like a horrible idea.
Yes,
I'll
we
kill
do
you.
those.
No
Yeah.
one's going for that.
If you guys don't trust me, maybe it'd be best if I stayed here.
Actually,
Nope.
I don't trust. I point on my shoulder to them. I don't trust them to not kill you. So you may want to come with us.
Okay.
Yeah, let's split up. Leave him here with me.
Shut up. No.
I could put him on a different plane for a little while and pull him back in here.
All right. Reel it in, guys. We might have an extra loot drop here. Let's look for it.
All right, so everybody
No,
give me
he's part of the group now.
everybody give me perception checks, knowledge engineering checks, or anything that you might think would be helpful in discovering maybe something you missed in this dungeon.
Perception 33.
Can I just take a 20? This is a long.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys aren't in a hurry, yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, no.
I rolled
I'll
a
take-
40
All right,
perception.
I got 38 dungeoneering.
Knowledge, dungeoneering 28.
39 with the taking 20.
Okay.
Sleight of hand do anything?
No.
If anyone
Okay,
wants to
then.
give me a
That's a-
bonus, knock it up to 41.
Yeah, if I can increase your perception, I can.
I got a 40 myself on perception.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll aid him.
Yeah, I'll aid him too.
This circlet, maybe I don't want to give it up. That's pretty nice.
Nim, with your knowledge dungeoneering check, you find that the architecture in this room seems the most likely to hold something extra, something that maybe you haven't seen or found yet. So obviously now that room in the middle that was dark until I slid you through it, that has the big spinny blade in it.
Yeah.
But over here, you see once you kind of bring the light and you're not like chasing a creature through these hallways, you can see that this looks like it used to be a large archway. And as you dust around on it, you can see runes have been covered up by dust and grime and sand over the years. And it's the runes to the runes of Osiris. Mark it out. And as you guys are clearing that away, your visions, all of your visions slowly begin to fade. Time begins to slow as you look and see your vision fading, your senses fading, your sight, smell, touch, all fading. You turn to look at Zyle Kafet as he's walking towards you, a look of concern on his face, but he slows to almost nothing, and then he too is gone. The temple that you're in is gone. You're all standing in a dark space facing each other. Behind Sonder, the goddess Sarenrae walks up, the light not piercing the darkness, but pushing it back. It doesn't seem like you're even standing on a floor with her there. Behind Amun, Selkat also walks up. She lays a hand on his shoulder, and her tail, her scorpion tail, slowly wraps around his waist. Behind Nim, you see not one, not two, but three gods. Two of them very similar. The Oned that he's talked about before, representations of balance on one side, and to their left, a devil holding chains whose ghost-like tendrils wrap around Nim. Nim. Behind Dorian, you see the essence. You don't know how your brain is perceiving this essence, but the essence of the Karatnicus. And then behind him, multitudes of shadowy other godlike figures who you can't quite make out. Behind Vladros, you see the inky, black, greasy, naked, shadowy old man that is the ghoul inside his head now, hovering just above Vladros with a crooked, weird smile on his face. And then you see Dr. Pox, who behind him is nobody. At this point, you can, if you want, I don't want to speak for your gods, but I'll give you a brief kind of like where they're coming from for this situation. You guys are about to open up a gateway to the waters of Osiris. All this information's flooding into your head from your gods as they discuss amongst themselves. Selkat is vehemently against it. You know from her standpoint that Osiris and her were once both gods on this world, but he lost his followers. He lost his grasp. He is gone now. Sarenrae is a fan of Osiris and the fact that he can bring order back to here. The Oned are big fans of Osiris because he believes in balance, not to the extreme that they do, but he believes in a balance of the soul. So they see him as kind of a smaller portions of some of their common beliefs. The devil, however, is not a fan of bringing back another god because the fewer gods that have a touch on this realm, the more powerful the followers that are here now can be connected to their gods. Dorian, you have a lot of different voices coming into your head, but the one that's the closest is the one that you most recently connected with is the Carachnicus. And he seems to not care one way or the other if Osiris was to return, because he is a visitor on this realm now as well. His true home is back in the Feywilds. Vladros, the demon ghoul, not demon, this ancient wizard lich entity that's in your head whispers secrets to you as well, telling you truths. That there is only two people around you now that could harvest the body or take on and become the vessel of Osiris. And one of them is unworthy. The one you just met. Osiris would turn him down immediately. But the rat could become a follower of Osiris, but the rat probably isn't balanced. The best way to get Osiris here, to rid this area of the Proteans, to give Amun the god the soldiers he needs, would be to send in an empty vessel into the waters when you open it up. A recently deceased vessel would harvest the god of Osiris very quickly and efficiently. And that's where y'all can take it from there.
And everyone heard this entity speaking at the same time?
No, that's
just me.
Just you. Saunders God, not necessarily Sonder, but your God is for bringing Osiris back, because he is both good and bad, but he is balanced. He would help rid the Proteans. Amun, your goddess is definitely against it.
Yeah, can we talk? Can I talk to her?
Yeah.
Hopefully none else here is like, give me another way, or just a way to destroy the temple, and I'll do it.
You have the powers you need to fight this creature. I've given you the shield. I've given you the paperwork. It's rightfully yours. Just go back and take it. I don't know why you're here to begin with.
All right. I don't know. Give us a better chance if all of us have better stuff. I don't want this god to wake up. I want her to know that.
Good. Then you need to prevent them from letting it happen.
I'll find an opening. I will not let it happen. I make that clear to her. I'm looking for a way to not make this happen.
You made that clear to your party?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Anybody else got input on this?
Sure. Dorian immediately turns around and starts arguing with the shadows behind him. Shut up, all of you!
Stay quiet, but not completely.
Vladros will share what
You of all people know that when you make a deal, it must be completed. And I've made a deal with the Osirans. And I turn around to the party.
I know.
Oh, because you made a deal with the followers of Osiris to come here, and
Yes.
so you're on board with bringing Osiris back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saunders on board as well. We said we would. My lady thinks it's a good idea.
She smiles like a parental figure at you. She's very proud of her follower.
Nim's in favor of it too, just because, A, we agreed to do it, and B, in his mind and in the mind of his god, a lot of the chaos that's happening to this land right now is because of the imbalance. So, bring this guy back brings back some semblance of balance, and that's where we're going to go.
I have it on authority that Osiris will rid this land of the Proteans if we bring him back. Unfortunately, we will need a vessel.
And all the gods turn to look at Dr. Pox.
He's unfit.
I mean, he's a little flabby. Nothing I'll put.
I exude balance. I am true neutral. Neither good nor evil, neither chaotic nor lawful. Balanced.
He is the oatmeal of alignment.
So let's go back and take the country.
Roll knowledge, religion. If
Anybody?
Knowledge, religion.
I got a 26. 26.
Okay.
I got a 28.
Beats me.
It's a little bit better.
Oh, I don't have it, so.
Sonder and Nim, y'all both know, and your gods assure you that Osiris isn't based on your alignment. Osiris isn't based on your acts of good or evil. He bases his balance off the weight of your soul, and it's how guilty a person feels as to whether or not they are proper followers or vessels to him. So, Dr. Pox, you came from Mr. Grin's organization, making money in whatever ways you could with that group. It would come down to whether or not your character feels any guilt, and you can't be 100% sure with that. There's going to be a risk.
There is another way. I gesture toward Zyle.
Zyle.
A recently deceased vessel would work best.
You
Are
can't
you
just kill a
suggesting
man.
that we murder him?
Yes, we can.
I won't let you.
Is
It's not
Vlad's
right.
body recently deceased?
Not right.
Yeah.
When have you
Definitely
started
not
caring about
recently
right and wrong?
deceased.
How recently?
It's been like a day or two, right?
Day or two
Probably
for what?
fairly recently.
How
Not-
recently does the deceased body need to have been deceased?
The entity that floats behind Vladros whispers in his ear and says, "Very recent. Its blood needs to flow into the waters to call the god."
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well-
like that.
Well, I don't want to kill this fellow, despite the fact that he's shady.
It's just because he is shady does not mean he is
He deserves to die.
exactly. I was actually thinking one of the morgues, perhaps.
No, too corrupt from the sound of it.
Yeah.
I have an alternative idea. I'll go.
No. I don't think you should.
I don't think I should either.
Do you feel you qualify?
Part of me does. And so I'll send that part.
Well, I think we should give Dr. Pox the opportunity to volunteer, if he would.
If he is willing.
I had no problem with it if it, from what I understand, this god is one who checks and balances. He weighs empirical numbers against another, and therefore would have no problem performing these tasks if I were to be called upon them.
Oh, good. I slit his throat.
No.
Just
But I'm
kidding.
just saying, would Dr. Pox have to die in this situation, even though he's basically an empty vessel already?
No, I
no,
was just-
no. The thing the entity said is that someone could go into the waters to call it, and if they passed Osiris's test, that would bring Osiris back. But an empty, fresh vessel in the waters would guarantee that he could come back because he would have a vessel that he could just take over.
Oh.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Dr. Pox could try.
Dr. Pox
Yeah.
could walk in there and attempt to into the waters. and
If
attempt to call.
not, I'll walk out, slit the throat of what's his
we're-
name, and
We are not
No,
just
you-
murdering this man.
No.
Again,
we
I think
aren't. I will. I have no problem. Like I said,
I'm beginning to see a
Balancing
problem with
out.
this plan.
Yeah.
why do we need to do with the plan? Why don't we just go back and take the fucking country?
Because we have to get rid of the Proteans.
We will.
can't-
We'll just
That's
kill
what we
them.
came here for.
But
Oh, really? How did that
if-
go for us last time?
And if we just kill them, we kill the hosts that are also inhabiting them.
Yeah,
You're,
they'll be
you're-
okay. They're already
No.
gone.
Yeah,
We
you're gonna
don't
be a
know
very
this.
shitty ruler.
You are advocating for wholesale slaughter of untold numbers of your own populace.
Yes, I'm beginning to think your god deserves a rival. I say, and I turn to the gods behind me. Spit me out. Show me to the pool.
Hey, is there any way I can wake up early?
Once the gods, once you guys are finished with this meeting, right now you're all kind of tied and bound together. When time resets, you'll all be right where I left you, dusting the symbols off the wall. Time will come back. It'll all happen at the same time. You know the pool is on the
Yeah.
other side of that wall. You haven't opened that door yet.
I still say we let Pox try. He sounds the most guiltless because he operates on logic
Mm-hmm.
and he operates on, if then statements like a robot. I think he would pass. And if he doesn't, then we explore different options. Since he has nothing tied to him.
Reasoning.
Is the time unfrozen now?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. Oh, that's all. That's all. I'm
Can we
waiting for,
do? Can I do a sense motive on Vladros and Amon? Because I feel like we got two people in our party that are like really pushing for one side or the other, and the rest of us are kind of.
Vladros was just relaying the information that he was given. Full
I understand
disclosure,
your method of doing that, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're.
I
basically
don't
saying
want to
that
kill the
you're-
guy. I do not want to kill the new guy. I don't want to kill Pox. I'm trying to prevent us from having to go kill all of Amun's people that are tied to the Proteans.
They're
I
no
don't
longer
think
my
a-
people.
I don't think a sense motive is necessary here. Like
No.
what they're saying is
Okay.
up front. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty upfront about it. I do not want this to happen.
and I'm being upfront where I believe if it's just a balance thing, if it's weigh the good versus the bad, I can easily inhabit that and have a very logical and what do you call it?
Scientific.
Emporic feel. Or what
Impartial.
where everything is easily measured and weighed. Empirical, that's the word.
Nim. I mean, if Dr. Pox wants to volunteer, that's probably the only way that we have to not actually have to
Especially if
murder
it's
someone.
a test and I can fail and that doesn't necessarily denote death, then I'm completely willing to try and pass this test.
So Dr. Pox is for volunteering. Sonder is
For Dr. Pox volunteering. Yes.
Vladros,
I'm for Dr. Pox volunteering.
Nim,
Yeah, up for it.
Dorian.
Sure.
That leaves Amun staunchly against it, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because my God says it's a bad idea. Where's his followers? Why aren't they here anymore? He went wrong the first time. He doesn't get a second chance. We have what we need. Let's take it and go.
Now, you all know that with the powers you have now, the items you've collected, you have a better chance of fighting the Proteans. But it does bring back the fact that you haven't found a way to separate the Proteans from their host without killing the host. To go back now would be to murder a lot of the people.
And
So-
just to be sorry,
Go ahead.
just to be clear, my God's fine with that. Like she's okay with the murdering, if it means that that she gets her way. No, that's what I'm being clear. That's what she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not okay with
That
that.
doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't
are you
sit
okay
right
with
with.
He's advocating for it, so he's okay
I
with
mean,
it.
if my God says it's what she wants, I'm a huge fucking simp. Sorry.
Where
I'm not
I
as a
can-
gigantic simp.
Yeah, this
Sounded like
just
it.
would come down to a difference in beliefs between myself and Amun, where he believes that this would be bad. I think bringing more balance, especially to the afterlife, would be a good thing. Balance in all things, neutrality.
Yes, Jim's back. We'll figure it out.
As time slowly begins to speed back up, your vision and stuff leaving this extra dimensional god space, your gods flowing back into the ether they came. You see Selkat linger a little bit longer, and she whispers something vicious into Amun's ear. And then for a brief instant, you see Zyle Kafet, like he was a part of it this whole time, but you see behind him Selkat whisper something quickly into his ear and give him an embrace. Amun, the words she whispered is, "Stop them or lose my favor."
All right.
And we'll see you next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Come on. You
Can I do it? Can we leave it on the cliffhanger?
We're gonna leave it on this. We're leaving it on this cliffhanger.
Okay.
What do you have? Don't ruin what I've done.
I might.
All right, then
No.
let's not do it.
Hold on.
Homebrew
I'll message it to you. I'll message it to you. Hold on.
We'll just.
Ah.
This game isn't super built for PvP, but I feel like it might be going there. So
It won't be PvP.
we'll see.
Read that spell for me, Toker, because read that spell.
Oh, you said it now. All right, y'all.
Yes.
Let's. I'll look at it. We'll see you next week to see how this all
Yeah.
plays out. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Bye.
Everybody.
I'm
night.
sorry.